So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you get notified. Hi and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be making some champagne and strawberries cold processed soap. So I hope you like this video. I'm not going to go through all the details of how I created it, but I hope you do enjoy the video. However, I do want to speak to you while this video is going about some things that have happened in my life over the last couple of months and probably why I've been so absent from YouTube. Never sort of admit it, but I'm a very giving person. I do like to surprise people with gifts and things like that from time to time, as some of you that are close to me know about. And I'm also a very big believer in giving to the homeless shelters. A couple of months back, I had an idea that I could start a non-for-profit company, which basically means so there's no shareholders, there's no real owner as such that takes all the money. All the funds that are donated, created, go back into the company to make the actual purpose of the company. In this case, it was to make soap for the homeless shelters around Australia, and put my head down and I tried to figure out how I'd go about this. I read a lot of information about how I could proceed and how I could make this actually happen. As it turns out, I wrote up a small business plan and sent it off to a number of wealthy people in Australia. And funny enough, I got a couple of responses. One of the ladies that responded was actually homeless at one time, so this hit a very tender spot for her and she completely understood. But she got her life back on track. She went and did some study and got a job. She fell into the right situation where she could get her life back on track, and now she is like a CEO of a company. And I think that my idea really appealed to her, of a way of her giving back to it. And I've sat down with her and another wealthy person, tried to figure out how we could proceed with this. And as you can understand, this has taken a good portion of 2 months of my time, while this pandemic is going on as well. So we worked out that when people visit homeless shelters, they don't need a full bar of soap, not 100 grams. They might just be visiting for 1 night or 2 nights. And they just need a small soap to have a shower or wash their hands. So we put forward that instead of creating one big bar of soap, that we would cut them up into bars, but then those bars would then be cut up into smaller bars. So off a 100-gram bar, we would actually get 5 slithers of soap. We also worked out how many bars of soap that we would need to send out to all of Australia homeless shelters. And it worked out to be 1.5 million slithers of soap. As you can understand, that is a lot of soap. It worked out to be $1,000 worth of oils per day in cold process. So this also works out that at any one time over a period of 6 weeks, there's around about 60,000 bars of soap sitting waiting to be cured. So that also created the problem of having enough space for all that to cure in a clean environment. So these are some things that we've been thrown back and forth, and what type of property that would be suitable to create, house and run this business. Basically the ballpark was around about $500,000 a year, and that also includes all the oils, 3 staff including myself. On top of that, there is also a board of directors. So we almost got everything organized. We even found a property that was suitable near where I live. So that's how close I've almost got to this. Unfortunately, one of the ladies that was going to be donating half the funds to create this has decided to back away for the time being because it's not the right time for her. So that's kind of thrown a spanner in the works. And because of that, I couldn't go forward with just half the money. It is a lot of money, and for the time being, I've had to put it on hold. But as you can imagine, this has consumed me for like the last 2 months. I have got virtually no soap done myself. All my time and effort has gone into marketing and research and trying to get this up and running, and unfortunately it's not panned out the way I wanted it. I've got something to fall back on, and that's you guys. Let's get back to making some videos, and hopefully maybe in the future I can realize that dream of creating that business and go from there. So thanks very much for listening to me. Thanks very much for watching this video. Join me on the next one. That should be very soon.